What's up, y'all? Welcome to Rory Stories. We got a story here, and the title is Caught Wife Cheating with Her Best Friend's Husband. Let's get into it. I, like many men, never thought this would happen. The shock I feel is hard to describe. If anything, I feel no emotion at the moment. I'm about 48 hours from breaking this open, and I'm struggling to make sense of the whole thing to see where this needs to go. I'm 37, and my wife is 33. We don't have kids. My wife's best friend left her husband and confessed to having an affair for the past 6 months or so. She came to stay with my wife and I a few days while she sorted out her life and found a new place to live. My wife and this woman would have been friends since college and both worked in the same field. Her leaving her husband did not surprise me, as her marital problems go back at least a year. My wife and I, on the other hand, have been married for just over 7 years and together 9. Among our circle of friends, we appear to be a poster child of a happy couple. Both of us have successful careers, nice home, cars, do lots of things together. I do travel for my job, but that's just part of what pays for our life. My wife is outwardly one of the most critics of her friend's husband. She cannot say enough bad things about him. And lately, being in the same room with him brings on open hostility. That was until a very small detail caused me to start being suspicious. My wife's friend was back over the house a couple weeks back, ranting that her husband was still at it, and that it appears that he had another woman over the house recently. She stopped by while he was not home, and it was obvious to her that he had been screwing around. Bed a mess, wine glasses, and ashtray with a couple of cigarette butts, and an empty pack of cigarettes on the coffee table. Ironically, the same brand that my wife smokes. Also notable, my wife only one out of our circle of friends that smokes. It rang a bell to me like, son of a bitch. The other woman could be my wife. I've never looked at our wireless bill. If it's saying month to month, I just pay it and move on with electronic billing. I've not felt the need to look through it, but I casually excused myself to go pay bills and look through the wireless bill, and there were dozens of calls to the woman's husband's number. All very short, though, dozens of texts. In the beginning, I felt sick. And I looked at our Uverse account and saw a second email account. Foolishly, she didn't realize that the email account could be accessed using a website where you pay the bill. It confirmed to me that she and the other woman's husband were messing around. I download it on a flash drive for safekeeping. I had to leave for a business trip the following morning. She was her usual self, very affectionate. She always was like that with me. We both had iPhones, and I gave the iCloud feature activated on all of our devices. When I landed at my destination, I checked it and saw she was at where she works from the picture. Sent her a text and made her feel fine, like I miss you, love you, as usual. I checked in again toward the end of the day, and I see she was at her friend's house. I resisted the urge to call. It happened every day between 3 to 5 p.m. She was at her friend's house. Fast forward to the past Sunday, I go play golf with my dad. She knows I could take up to about 5 hours. My dad wasn't feeling well, so I just stayed for a little bit, voiced my concerns on the situation, and checked the iCloud, and lo and behold, she was at her best friend's house. Leave right then and there. My wife's car is parked in the driveway, blatantly. Again, resisting the urge to do something stupid, I left a post-it note on her car just saying, "We need to talk now," and left for home. I called as soon as I got home, telling her I cut golf short and I'm home. Could sense surprise in her voice. 15 minutes later, she sheepishly walked into our kitchen. That told me everything I needed to know. She tried to sidetrack me, but I called BS. Told her what I thought was going on and would assume to be a fact until she could prove me otherwise. She started sobbing, and I told her to take off. She packed some things and went to her parents. I called them after she left, and they hit the ceiling, completely dumbfounded. I texted her friend's husband and told him I knew everything, and that he best back off or his whole world would crash on him otherwise. Now is, what do I do? What do I do now? My gut reaction is to toss the cheating whore to the wolves. Not only did she screw me over, she screwed over her best friend. I told her years ago when we were dating that it would be a showstopper if this ever happened. I would expect no quarter either. I don't understand why she would do this to me. Now I hate her guts, but I want to keep myself from blowing the bridge too soon For the life of me, I cannot think of anything I've done neglecting her in any way to bring this on.